I have another tip for you today for your grandma camp this summer. And that tip is to be prepared. Benjamin Franklin once said, if you fail to plan, then you can plan to fail. So it's really important that we get prepared for our time with our grandkids this summer. And one way I'm doing that is to make sure that I have a lot of insect repellent. So if you're into the traditional kind, or if you want to try this all natural essential oil brand, you can do that. I have a friend also who can give you a recipe for a natural insect repellent that contains essential oils. If you want that, just shoot me an email at kimolachea@gmail.com. It's KIMOLACHEA@gmail.com. All right, so how can we be prepared? Well, envisioning and planning events is just my thing, and I love to do it. But even if that's not your giftedness, you can still learn to be prepared and think through some of the different things, because God's given you some specific gifts and abilities that I don't have. So coming up with that detailed plan that includes anticipating challenges, gathering the right supplies, figuring out logistics and timing. That might be a little overwhelming for some people, but there's a lot of resources out there that can kind of guide you through that. And one of those things are some of the resources that I'm going to be giving to you as time goes along. And ultimately, we will have a Grandma Camp guidebook for you. And we're hoping to have that ready for you at some point in the next couple of months. As you entrust your plans to the Lord, even if you're not a planner, but entrust to Him that your heart is that you want to share with your grandkids. And so as you entrust that to Him, He is going to use those things to help you plan the grandma camp that's perfect for your family. So beginning by prayer, beginning now, making your list, thinking about some of the details, like where are you going to have it? Consider the location of your grandchildren. Consider your own health and stamina. I'm finding that the older I get, the less energy I have. So what can I do that will put a little bit less work on me? Well, I have these grand ideas. As I said, I like to envision and plan things. And one of the negative sides, weaknesses that comes out of that is over planning. So for me, it's like I have all these grand ideas that I want to do, but then my energy level doesn't match. So I have to scale back and think about that and make sure that I have what I need to fill in times where I might need a break. So consider the ages and the development stages of your grandchildren. And think about things that way. And are you going to do one group of grands at a time? Or are you going to do all of them together? Are you going to make sure that they're potty trained? Or are you going to be the one dealing with diapers? So those are things you have to think about. Are they older kids? And if they're middle school or junior high, high school age kids, you're going to need some freedom and flexibility for them to have time on their own. So you have to figure out those things. Those are things that involve being prepared. Ask your question for yourself. When am I going to do it? Where am I going to do it? Who's going to come? Do I need some help? When I had a bunch of little ones at our house one time for a week for just to take them to vacation Bible school, I literally had to ask a family, a couple, could you come help me at dinner time to get them all fed, dressed for Bible school, and over there, because I had babies there and then we had toddlers there, and I just couldn't manage. I think we had all 5 of the boys at that time. So what kind of activities are you going to do physically? And then talk to the parents of your grandchildren or your nieces and nephews and make sure that you have them on board. Let them speak into what will work and what might not work for their kids, and be willing to listen and be flexible and work with them. So get it on the calendar, start making your list. This is my week before. We are launching our first grandma camp this summer on this coming Friday night when the family comes in. So I have every day. One day is food prep day. One day is get the rooms ready, and one day is to assemble all the activities. So that's my Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week. And today and tomorrow, I'm just getting everything else done so that I don't have things on my plate next week that I'm going to have to put off until the following week. So get prepared. Be prepared. And then trust the Lord to work with you on all of the details as time comes. Have a great day.